Welcome back. I'm Kelly, and this is Kelly Hill Yoga Day 6. We are on a 30-day journey to create and cultivate your own at-home practice, and I'm so excited for today because today we're going to focus on our shoulders, neck, and back to build confidence and to kind of counterbalance all this time we probably spend with our faces buried in our phones, computers, Zoom calls. In this digital world we're living in right now, we can become very forward oriented and kind of forget to focus on mind body awareness, and we hold a lot of the crazy tension and stress and anxiety we're dealing with. We tend to hold it in our neck and shoulders. You can even see it in someone when somebody's down or stressed, they become very hunched over. And then people usually, if you tend to have a lot of confidence, their chest is proud, chin held high. It just, body language shows a lot. So we're going to create positive body language by opening up our heart space and chest and showing some love to our neck. So let's get started. You are going to need 2 blocks for this practice today. And if you don't have any blocks, Amazon's your best friend. If you want, probably should have posted this yesterday because yesterday was our first time using blocks. I can post a little link to the ones that I ordered. Like I said, Amazon. I know Jeff Bezos doesn't need any more money, but sometimes when you're living in the quarantine world, convenience is key. So let's get started. Nice seated position. Legs folded. Hips, heart over your hips, head over your heart, just building this foundation, 3 different levels, pulled up through the crown of the head, this energy that flows from our pelvis all the way up to the very tip of our head, just having this positive energy created as we build confidence in today's practice. Just normal breath as we bring our focus to the mat. We're going to start gently, slowly rise our arms up and overhead, creating as much length as you possibly can. Exhale, cactus arms. Pull the chest forward, really opening up. Almost, let's pretend that there's a wall behind you. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, slide your arms along that imaginary wall behind you. Beautiful. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, sliding your arms on that pretend wall. I bet you didn't think we were going to be mimes today. You never know. Inhale, arms up. Last one. Cactus arms. Beautiful. Building confidence. Opening up that heart space. Let's slightly tuck our chin. Finding length in the back of the neck. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. Nice stretch in that left side of your neck. I want you to pull your left shoulder down and away from your ear as you reach that left hand out to the side so your left arm is straight. Give you a nice little extra stretch in your neck. Beautiful. Let's bring that arm back in. Slowly bring your neck back up to a nice neutral position and take it to the other side. Slight tuck of the chin. Left ear to left shoulder. Mindfully pull that right shoulder down and away from your right ear as you reach your right arm out. Really opening up the right side of your neck. And this motion should be all in the neck, not in your spine. So if you are starting to tilt slightly like me, just remembering we're just keeping this in the neck right now. Gently bring everything back to center. Beautiful. Let's clasp the hands together. Bring them behind your head like this, elbows nice and wide. Slowly draw the chin to the chest, finding a nice stretch in the back side of the neck. Being very gentle in this posture. Just until you feel that nice stretch. We're not straining. Turn your head gently side to side. Find any extra little stretch if you need it. Beautiful. Gently unclasp your fingers as you slowly bring your neck back to a neutral spine. Beautiful. Let's come to all fours. We're going to bring our big toes together, shift our hips back. We're coming to this child's pose, so knees slightly wide. And this is where we're going to need our blocks eventually. But at first, we're going to come into this nice shoulder opener. We're going to have our hands extended out in front. And if able, rest your head on the mat. But if you need, you can rest your head on a block. Just really opening up the shoulders. This is a great stretch for the upper back as well. So we're just gently opening everything up, showing some love to areas that get neglected. Like, set the block off to the side, find a little bit more depth. Bend your elbows, bringing your hands to clasp together. And we're going to place our hands on the back of the neck, very similarly to what we did a little bit ago. And if you need, you can shimmy your elbows a little bit further forward to find that stretch in your shoulders. A few rounds of breath here. As always, if this becomes too intense, just release, hang out in child's pose. You can choose to stay here, or let's grab these blocks for those of you that want to find a little bit more depth. And all we're going to do is do that same posture, but with our elbows up on the blocks. Just to find a little bit more depth. That's what your body's willing to give today. Or if not, that's totally okay to just Maintain your elbows on your mat. Just be mindful, not holding any tension anywhere. This is all passive. Okay, let's slowly release. Set our blocks off to the side. We will be needing them at the end of the practice. Let's rise back up. Beautiful. And now we're going to do a shoulder stretch on the outside. So staying in this same position, or adjust if you need. We're going to almost lay on our left shoulder. So we're going to lay our left arm like this and come down and bring our head down. If you need, you can place a block here, keep your head on it, and come into a nice shoulder stretch on this left side. Right arm can either be in front or behind you. Remembering that we're not causing pain and discomfort. Let's rise back up. Roll your shoulders out a little, and we're going to take it to the other side. So right arm reaching to the left as we come to almost lay on it into a nice stretch on that whole outside of your right shoulder. You can have your head on a block like me, or if you're able, you can rest your head on your mat. I find comfort in this pose by having my head on a block. I feel very supportive. Sometimes it's nice to feel supported. Beautiful. Slowly bring it back to the center. Nice. We're going to, this time, come forward onto all fours. We're going to tuck our toes and come to sit on them, knees together. So if you need to, just grab that little baby pinky toe, bring that buddy out. Sometimes he likes to stay tucked or curled, depending on your body type. We're just sitting on the backs of our heels, chest proud, clasp our hands behind our tailbone, open up the shoulders as we pull our hands down and away from our tailbone. Slight back bend if you need it, but the goal is to open up the chest as much as possible. Keeping length, strength, and integrity through the neck as we're opening up the chest. If you like, you can bend forward, resting your head on that block you had earlier, opening up the shoulders even more. If you did have your head resting on the block, come back to a nice seated position. Slowly release that posture. Roll out your shoulders, just releasing some of that tension and energy. We're going to bring our left hand to the back of the neck, grabbing the left elbow with your right hand. See a nice stretch. That left arm shoulder. Release. Switch to the other side. Beautiful. Slowly release. Brings your arms back down. I'm going to do fish pose, and this can take a bit time to get situated and set up, so that's okay. Sometimes you can end up adjusting yourself about 10 times. You can either choose to have your block on 2 different heights, the lowest height, and this basically what we're going to do, I'll show you, is we're going to have one block up in the upper back, almost between the shoulder blades, and the other one is going to be for the back of your neck, or sorry, the back of your head. So we're going to try and create that same thing on the mat. I like to have it at the next height. It's your choice if you want to have it at that lowest setting. Come to lay down, slowly lower onto that block, just repositioning wherever you need it, keeping it nice and high to open up that chest. And then that upper block should be on the back of your head. Like I said, it just takes a minute to find your happy place in this posture. Let's take our arms out to the sides. If this is too intense, you can just leave them on either side of your hips. Or if you want to open up even more, bring your arms up and overhead for a really nice chest and shoulder opener. But for now, I'm just going to take this nice T shape with my arms. This posture is just great for opening up your heart space, creating confidence. Staying here for a little bit of time, so make sure you're in a comfortable, supported posture. Just being mindful of your breath. If you do have your blocks up on a higher setting like I do, I'm going to lower it down to a lower setting. If you had it on the low setting, stay there. But if you'd like, you can remove that block that you had your head supported on and let your head fall back. Just a few rounds of breath here in this last posture. to one side in order to come out of this. Beautiful. Come back up to seated. Same place we were at the beginning. Let's just do one last little roll of the shoulders. Let's take a nice, high, confident posture, feeling how much more open our chest is, how much more confidence we have. Chin slightly tucked as we pull the crown of the head to the sky. And let's imagine that we have something in between our shoulder blades, whether it's like a penny or a pencil. We're pulling those shoulder blades down and away in order to hold that pencil or penny in between our shoulder blades. Beautiful. Bring your hands to the heart space. Close your eyes. 3 nice rounds of breath. Being far more aware of our posture as we start to move off our mat and into the rest of our day. As always, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you.